Hey, what's going on, family? It's King Leon X. I know I'm a few minutes late today, but this is episode 69. Episode 69 of our midday self-mastery, self-motivation series. Episode 69 of Take Charge of Your Life. Take charge of your mind, right? Take charge of your day, your mental attitude, which ultimately your future. Take charge of your belief systems, which is going to determine your destiny. All right, this is where we're at with it. I'm in Baltimore right now. I just got off this bus. I'm waiting to go to Philly. I'm in Baltimore right now at the bus stop. My bus leaves in we on a layover right now. My bus for Philly leaves in 30 minutes or 45 minutes. But today we talking about the fundamentals, family. I got a great response, a lot of messages and feedback yesterday. We was reading 7 Strategies of Wealth and Happiness. So for the next, how many pages is this book? This book's about 156 pages. So I know that for at least the next week or 2 weeks, maybe 3, we're going to be reading this book and discussing it. All right. Because the whole concept of take charge of your life, I got from Jim Rohn. And so so it's only right that we covered Jim Rohn. We're probably going to cover Jim Rohn episode 69, or we covered him yesterday, 68. So 69 to 68 to episode 100. We're probably the next 30 plus episodes. We're going to be diving deep. We're going to be diving deep with the philosophies and concepts from America's foremost business philosopher, Jim Rohn. But we're going to talk about this. I'm going to start right here. We're starting on chapter 1. All right, and they talk about the fundamentals, right? So again, I'm interjecting the Leaders or Readers Challenge with these videos as well. Hashtag Leaders or Readers, where you pick up a book, you record yourself reading 1 to 3 pages, and you challenge your timeline to do the same. So since I'm the founder of the Leaders or Readers Challenge, I'm incorporating Leaders or Readers with my Take Charge of Your Life, or with our Take Charge of Your Life, I should say, right? So let's go ahead dive deep. Let's go ahead and dive deep real quick in some of these concepts. So how are we going to do it? I'm going to read either a sentence, a paragraph, or a section, and then we're going to discuss it. All right? Spirit is going to lead me when to interject. But we're going to get these power words from someone who's already helped millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of people take charge of their life. All right? Because, again, the reason that I live all my goals and dreams, and the reason that I could pick up at a drop of a dime and move here and move there and travel this and have these experiences is because I have some clear. I'm not clear on every little 1, 2, 3 thing that I'm gonna do in my life. But as far as like my traveling and my lifestyle and the way that the life that I choose to live, how I choose to earn my money and all these types of things, these are already defined. Right? But let's not talk about me. Let's hear what Jim Rohn has to say. First, let's look at the word fundamentals. I define fundamentals as those basic principles in which all accomplishment is built. Right? So we're going to start right there. The fundamentals. So if you're taking notes, a lot of people will be taking notes. So fundamentals. Fundamentals. I define fundamentals as those basic principles on which all accomplishment is built. Yo, what's up, family? And again, oh shit, I almost dropped my phone. Hold up, my headphones came out. Hold on. If I say something that resonates with you though in these episodes, hold up, I was moving too fast. If I say something that resonates with you in these episodes, you go ahead and type "make the choice." All right. There's only one choice to make. Right? And that's to take possession of our mind and direct it to the ends that we choose or not. Right? It's only one choice to make, is to become our greatest version. And so we could become the greatest asset to the collective or not. Right? It's either we're going to develop ourselves to the highest state and become our greatest version, or we're not. So the first thing for your notes, fundamentals. Fundamentals are the basic principles on which all accomplishment is built. All accomplishment. So one of my major purpose in life is to positively influence the minds of the youth. right? So besides me coming in my greatest version, right, in self-mastery, my self-mastery, what it does is positively influence the minds of the youth, create an achievement-driven culture, and lead black people into a global renaissance. Actually, lead the entire next generation into a global renaissance. And establishing an achievement-driven culture is very important to understand what achievement is and what accomplishments are, and how to turn goals into accomplishments, and what's the factors that turn goals into accomplishments. Discipline is one of those bridges. As a matter of fact, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. All right? Fundamentals form the beginning, the basis, and the reality from which everything else flows. It's a contradiction of terms to talk about new fundamentals, right? There are no new fundamentals. That's like someone claiming to have manufactured new antiques. You would be suspicious, right? If someone said they have some new antiques. Right. No fundamental principles belong to the ages. Right? So if it's truth and it's real truth and it's everlasting and eternal like truth is supposed to be, it belongs to the ages. People might charge you for their knowledge. Because if all fruit is free. But hold on, is my joint, is it too dark? Okay, listen. All fruit is free when you pick it from the tree yourself. But if you ask someone else to pick it for you, and deliver it to you, then it's their right to start charge a service fee. All right. So all knowledge is free if we choose to get it ourselves. If we seek it ourselves. If we choose to turn inward and realize that the expansion that we're seeking is more manifestation of the God force. Right? More good, more love, more joy, more power, more wisdom. These are the things that we really desire, and this is what it's all about. Let's use the word fundamentals and apply it to the concept of success. If you're looking... Hold on. Can y'all even see me? This camera's mad dark, yo. I just got a new phone. This is blowing me. I can't even see myself. I'm about to filter it up. Yeah. Alright, cool. This where we at with it. I got a filter on this, John. Right? Anyway. Let's use the word fundamentals and apply it to the concept of success. If you are looking for the fundamental success, right? This is what we're all looking for. This is what we all want. We want fundamental success. That's the type of success that lasts. The type of success that's built on a strong foundation, right? The type of success where, if you want to use biblical literature, where he said, build your house on a rock and not the sand, right? The wise man built his house on a rock, right? And this is the type of success we want, this long, enduring, lasting success. Then we must understand the fundamentals, right? You should want to avoid exotic answers. Right? Anyone or any leader or any person, public figure who's here to give y'all some exotic answers, that these super complex things, to describe the simplest part of existence, which is life, which is existence, which is advancement, which is evolution, which is creation, which is being a recreator, which is being able to turn your ideas to physical things, which is what type of energy, what posture, what processes, what tactics, what habitual thought forms, what habits do you need to have on a daily basis. Let's not search for exotic answers. Let's stick to the basics. Like, let's stick to the basics. And believe me, there's a lot of exotic answers out there, family. There's a lot of exotic answers out there. Yo, what up, Kevin? I see you in the comments. There's a lot of exotic answers being offered these days, especially in Southern California, where I live, right, where I was from, where I'm born at. So in spite of the rumors of the contrary, success is a simple process. Let's put that as your next note. Success is a simple process. Wait, if you're still taking notes, put on your notes, don't search for the exotic until you master the basic, right? Because we're talking about fundamentals. If you play in sports, right, you wouldn't You wouldn't have these kids trying to do reverse layups and back layups if they can't do a regular layup, right? They're doing 360 layups and 360 dunks if you can't lay it up. If you can't execute a finger roll, it's pointless for you to be trying to worry about catching alley-oops, right? Don't search for the exotic until you master the basic. In spite of the rumors on the contrary, success is a simple process. It doesn't fall out of the sky. Success is neither magical nor mysterious. Success is neither magical nor mysterious. All right? Success is no more than the natural consequence of consistently applying the fundamentals of success to life. Go ahead. If you got some notes, if you're taking notes, put this in your notes. Success is no more than the natural consequence, right? Because we live in a world of cause and effect. We live in a world of cause and result. We know that the difference between those who succeed and those who fail lies in the difference of their habits. Good habits are the key to all success. Bad habits are the unlocked door to failure. We live in a world of reaping and sowing. We live in a world of reaping and results. We live sowing and results. We live in a world of where our inner world creates our outer world, our emotional, our mental, our spiritual world creates our physical world, right? And so it is true that success is no more than a consequence. A consequence means it's a cause, and the consequence is the effect. Success is no more than the effect of consistently applying the fundamentals of success to life. Okay, if I say something that resonates with you, go ahead, type make the choice, right? Because we don't have to take charge of our life. We choose to. We get to, right? We don't have to, though, because someone else is going to do it for you. Right? For real. And if you ain't trying to take charge of your life, that's why I'm setting up these goddamn institutions and systems. So at least they'll be made with the benefit and the interest of the people. Because masses of people are going to be wandering generalities anyway. They just going to fall into it. They're just going to be sheeps to be herded. Most people are just sheeps to be prodded by a shepherd. Well, I'm a lion and I refuse to walk and talk and sleep with the sheep. You feel me? I will hear not those who weep and complain, for their disease is contagious. The slaughterhouse of failure is not my destiny. So anyway, so what we're talking about is success is no more than a natural consequence, right? Success is no more than a result. Success is no more than the natural effect of consistently applying the fundamentals of success to life, right? We know failure is a few errors in judgment repeated daily. Failure. All failure is a few errors in judgment repeated daily. That's all it is. That's all failure is. A few errors in judgment repeated daily. You make the habit of errors in your judgment, and then you get overwhelmed and you quit. Right? Success is a few simple disciplines repeated daily. Jim Rohn says success is no more than the natural consequence of consistently applying the fundamentals of life. This is true of happiness and wealth. There are no more, they too, happiness and wealth, are two no more than the natural consequence of applying the fundamentals of happiness and wealth to life. The key is to stick to the fundamentals. Okay, so here we go. Not only is success no more than the natural result or the natural effect or the natural consequence of applying consistently, deliberately, consciously applying success fundamentals to life, but we also find here that true happiness and true wealth also are no more than a consequence of applying the happiness principles and the wealth principles to life. The key is to stick to the fundamentals. All right, we live in a world of cause and effect and cause and result. True happiness is a study. Happiness is a study. Happiness is an art. Wealth is a study. Wealth is an art. Right? Success and happiness, love, all of these things are nothing but results. They're consequences. They're effects of our past thoughts and actions, of our past belief systems. If we're not where we're at, if we're not where we want to be right now, we don't have the quality of relationships that we set out to have, and all these other types of things, and then we must look at our results, and we must realize that we are the cause of our results. We must realize that we are already experiencing the consequences of whatever fundamentals or the lack thereof that we're applying. Right? So have you been searching for the exotic before you mastered the basic, family? Because it's like this. Don't wish it was easier. Wish it was better. Don't wish for less problems. Wish for more skill. Don't wish for security. Wish for adventure. I'm about to cover this last section real quick. we talk about the fundamentals, and then when we say the fundamentals only gonna be a half a dozen things, right? There's always a half a dozen things that's gonna make 80% of the difference. A half a dozen things. What a key thought. Write that in your notes. It's only a half a dozen things that's gonna make just a half a dozen few simple disciplines. It's only a half a dozen. That's not that much. It's worth it. You feel me? Whether you're working to improve your health, whether you're working to improve your wealth, whether you're working on personal achievement or professional enterprise, the difference between triumphant success or bitter failure lies in the degree of our commitment to seek out, study, and apply those half a dozen things. Right? So listen, our success and our failure is directly dependent upon our triumphant success, and our bitter failure lies directly to the degree of our commitment to seek out, to study, and apply those half a dozen things. It doesn't matter whether we're trying to improve our health, our wealth, personal achievement, personal enterprise, it doesn't matter, right? It's the fundamentals, family. The fundamentals, right? Again, it's the fundamentals. Don't try search for the exotic until you master the basic. The key is to stick to the fundamentals. For example, for a farmer to reap a plentiful harvest in the fall, a half a dozen basics he must concentrate on are fairly obvious, right? So let's talk about a farmer, right? The seed, soil, water, sunshine, nourishment, and care. That's not that hard if I'm a farmer, right? Hey, I want to be a farmer. The half a dozen things that I need to worry about: seed, soil, sunshine, nourishment, and care. Right? Come on now. Come on. That's it. Each component is of equal importance because only together do they bring to fruition a successful harvest. Right? So that's a part of your team. That's your goals. That's your strategy. That's some of the half a dozen things. It might gotta be being clear about what you want, attaching that date, identifying the obstacles, listing all the people and groups and organizations that you need to work with, listing all the skills and knowledge that's required. Goddamn, making a definite plan, listing what's in it for you. You feel me? Come on now. It's simple. It's not really that hard. I just gave y'all a half a dozen things right there. I just gave y'all a half a dozen things that'll measurably increase your quality of life if you was to apply in any area. So the good question before starting a new project or setting new objectives is to ask yourself, what are the half a dozen things that will make the most difference in the outcome? What are those half a dozen things? Right? Whether it's enterprise, fine arts, or in music, mathematics or physics, sports or business. It's those half a dozen things that count. It's the understanding and the application of this simple principle, which is the first intelligent step towards accomplishing your dreams and objectives. Right? So this is where we're here. This is where we're at. That's done. It's some fundamentals, family. It's King Leon X, UBVOA, the Human Liberator, and I'm here to tell you, don't search for the exotic until you master the basic. I'm here to tell you, don't wish it was easier, wish it was better. I'm here to tell you, it's like stop operating on your memory. Let's start operating on your imagination. Don't give up too fast. It's like the problem not that people aim too high in life and miss, is that they aim too low and hit. Okay, I'm trying to tell you, family. I'm trying to tell you, there's some simple systems, strategies, processes, tactics that you can implement right now that will measurably increase the quality of your life. I'm just here to serve as a person who's just committed to that shit, show y'all what it look like, what it sound like, doing it unapologetically my way, in a way it ain't never been done before. You feel me? But guess what? It's still the same fundamentals that I'm operating on. You feel me? Yeah, I might be in a little bit of exotic right now. I might be doing a little, and I might be searching for a little exotic, but I'm trying to tell you, these principles I've been sitting with for the last goddamn 5 years, right? And these things have manifested in my life, right? And so what I'm trying to tell you is that don't wish it was easier, wish it was better, right? Don't wish for less problems, wish for more skills. You feel me? Don't wish for security, wish for adventure. This is episode 67 of Take Charge of Your Life. And guess what? I'm doing it in Baltimore right now. This is over the 20th city. This is the over 20th city that the Take Charge of Your Life has been in. Damn, we in episode 69, and if you check the locations, it would be 20 different cities that I done did Take Charge of Your Life in. And it's just turned March. It just turned March. I started Take Charge of Your Life December 1st. We go Monday through Friday. Okay, I started on a Thursday. We go Monday through Friday. But anyway, I gotta go, fam. I'm about to, I got somebody watching my bags at the bus. I'm moving to Philly though, by the way. King Leon next on a super power move come up. I got a business to start, another company to launch, and some moves to make. So I'm moving to Philly. I'm moving back to Philadelphia. Anyway, y'all stay grateful and hit me up if y'all got some questions, yo. Make the choice.